Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Now, in this first video lecture of week 12 for the course Applied Mathematics 1, today we are going to learn about techniques of integration. In the techniques of integration, first of all, we will learn about the integration by substitution method.
Would like to tell you about the substitution method. The substitution method for integration. Integration by substitution is one of the many methods for evaluation of integrals in calculus. This is one of the most important methods for the evaluation of integrations. Other methods of integration include the use of integration formulas and tables, integration by parts, by partial fractions method, and trigonometric substitutions. So, dear students, in the previous video lecture, we have already learned about the basic techniques of integrations. So, in the techniques of integrations, we have some techniques like integration by formula, integration by tables, integration by parts, integration by partial fractions, and integration by substitutions and trigonometric substitutions. So in this lesson, you will learn to recognize when to use the U substitution technique for integration. U substitution technique actually called substitution method. And you will also learn the steps for completing U substitution through more examples in this video lecture. So some examples for the substitution formula and step by step, like you see over here. In the coming slide, we will discuss this method by using some problems related to integration. Have you ever come across a type of problem that you have never seen before? One way to approach the new problem is by turning it into a familiar one. That is the underlying idea behind U substitution, which the process of solving an unknown integral by converting it into an integral that you know how to solve. In mathematical form, the substitution formula for integration can be written as shown below. This formula is only true if the function u has continuous derivatives over an interval and if the function f can be integrated on the range of function g in domain x. For example, you see over here integration of the function dot prime of the function g. This is actually integration of the function g of x into g prime of x with respect to x, and this is equal to integration of f of u with respect to u. According to this formula, we want to change an integral that is function of variable x to an integral that is a function of variable u. We can make this change by completing the following these three steps. Step number one. In step number one, we substitute. Begin by changing the integral from one function x to another function u. To do this, you have to identify the function g of x in the integral that you will replace with u. So this is the first step for integration by substitutions. In the first step, substitute. This substitute means that begin by changing the integral from one function x. For example, the given function is given in the domain x. So first of all, begin the changing the integral from that function from that domain x to another domain u. To do this, you have identified the new function g of x in the integral that you will be replaced with u. Now let u equal to g of x. Now differentiate this u with respect to x and solve for the g prime of x with respect to x. G prime mean derivative of the function g with respect to x in term of du. Now you are ready to make a complete substitution in the original integral. So dear student, it's mean that first of all convert transform the original function. Actually, if the given function is given in the domain x, then convert the given function into a new domain like u, and then convert dx operator. Dx operator means actually this is the derivative of the given function with respect to x, but no, we will change the function from domain x to domain u, so this dx will be changed and du. So for this purpose, differentiate the function and convert the dx operator into the operator du. Now you are ready to make a complete substitution in the original integral. So substitute u in the place of g of x in the given integral. Also substitute the expression you obtain in term of du for g prime of x with respect to x. Your new integral should be completely in term of u and not in term of x. This is called substitution. First step for the substitution. Note the second step, integrate. Integrate the new integral. Evaluate the new integral with respect to domain u. And at the end, you will get a solution, you will get a result in domain u, but in that result replace u with the g of x and integral solution. So these are the three steps for substitution method. So how we can evaluate an integral by using the substitution method? There are three steps. First of all, change the integral from one function of x to another function of u, and then differentiate the function. For example, if you have function g and x, then differentiate the function, and after differentiation you will obtain another operator du. So it's mean that to replace dx by du, and you will get a new integral in term of u. So after that, in second step, evaluate the new integral with respect to domain u, and at the end you will obtain a result, but the result will be in u domain. So replace this u with the function g of x in the given integral in the obtained integral solution. So these are the three most important steps for evaluating an integral by using the substitution method. Now you will see here some examples how to evaluate the integral by using substitutions. Now for practice, you will see here some example. For example, we have an integration of x square dot into x square root x cube plus 1 with respect to x. So dear student, first of all note that in this example there are two parts of the given function. One part is x square and another part is under root x cube plus 1. Now this is the main question, and most of the students facing this problem, that which part should be supposed for the new domain u. So dear student, note that suppose that part of the function for u substitution, that after derivative we get the another part of the function in u. So for example, if we suppose x square, then after derivative we obtain 2x du. So this part should not be supposed as a u function. So dear students, suppose x cube plus 1. If we suppose x cube plus 1 is equal to u, then after derivative we obtain 3x square dx is equal to du. So this point is very important. First of all, check in the function which part should be supposed for the u domain. So if we suppose x square with is equal to u, then we cannot obtain after derivative x cube plus 1 as a function of u. So if we suppose x cube plus 1, then after taking the derivative we obtain 3x square dx is equal to du, like you see over here in this solution. For example, we suppose x cube plus 1 is equal to u. Now Now, differentiating with respect to x, we obtain this is the derivative of u with respect to x and the derivative of x cube plus 1 with respect to x. So by using power rule, uh, multiply the power with the coefficient and subtract 1 from the power, we obtain 3x square. And now this implies that 1 over 3 du is equal to x square du. So we obtain x square dx as a function of u. So this is actually now dx operator converted to the operator du. Now we substitute u for x cube plus 1 and x square dx for 1 over 3 du and the given integral. So we obtain replace x cube plus 1 by u. So we obtain square root of u and x square into dx replaced by 1 over 3 du. Now this is the new integral and the new integral is completely a new domain u. Now we are going to integrate this integral with respect to u. So by using the fundamental definition of derivative of integrations, in the integration I have already told you in the previous video lecture that for the integration of a function, add 1 with the power and add 1 with the power in the denominator. So 1 over 3 is it is 1 over 3 is it is and add 1 with the power and add 1 with the power in the denominator plus c. Plus c is the constant of integration, and I have already told you in the previous video lecture that there are two types of integration. Actually, integration gave us area of the function under the curve of the function. So there are two types of integration. One is infinite integration, and other is definite integration. So in case of infinite integration, limit are not given. So we put plus c. Plus c mean this is the constant of integration. And why we put this c? Actually, this is the area of the function. So area is a constant term and plus c represent that this term is actually a constant. So if we put the limit, we will obtain a constant term. We obtain a constant result. So plus c mean that we can add a constant with a constant. So this represent that this term is a constant. So without without putting the limit, this term like c as a parameter or variable, but this is no u is a variable actually. This is a domain independent variable, but after putting the limit, this will not be the variable, this will be the constant term. So that's why we add constant term, because we can add constant with a constant term. So plus c represent that this term is actually a constant, but after putting the limit of integration, we will obtain this term a constant term. So this is actually infinite integration. Now this implies that after simplification, 1 over 3 is it is, and taking the LCM, we obtain u power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 plus c. And now at the end of this result, replace u by x cube plus 1, because in the start of the problem, we suppose that x cube plus 1 is equal to u. So this is the simplest result, 2 by 9 into u power 3 by 2 plus c. Now replace u by x cube plus 1. We obtain 2 by 3 into 2 by 9 into x cube plus 1 power 3 by 2 plus c. So this is the required result of the given problem. Now another problem, to evaluate the integral x cube minus 5x plus 7 whole power 4 into 3x square minus 5 with respect to x. Now dear students, note that I have already told you that the main problem for the student in the integration by substitution is this point, that which part will be supposed for another new domain u. So dear students, if we suppose 3x square minus 5 is equal to u, then after differentiating, we will not get this term. So we will not this term is a function of u. So if we suppose x cube minus 5x plus 7 Then after derivative, we obtain 3x square minus 5 into dx is equal to du. So actually we want to convert all these term of x and term of u. So if we suppose at if we suppose at this term, if we suppose this term like u, so after derivative we obtain this term will be equal to du, like you see over here. If we suppose x cube minus 5x plus 7, so taking the derivative with respect to x, du by dx, and by using the power rule, the derivative of this term will be equal to 3x square, and the derivative of x is equal to 1, so we obtain 5, and the derivative of 7 will be 0. So the derivative of this term actually 0, so this term 0. Now we obtain du is equal to 3x square minus 5x is equal into dx. So this term is replaced by the new operator du. So this is the main problem. To which part suppose is a u function. So suppose x cube minus 5x plus 7 is a u function, and after taking the derivative we obtain this part is a function of u, like you see over here. This dx operator will be converted to du operator. Now by putting these substitutions we obtain in the problem, like you see over here, x cube minus 5x plus 7 is equal to u, and power 4 is it is, and this term is equal to du, like you see over here, this term suppose du. Now we are going to integrate this function u power 4 with respect to u. The function is completely converted to a new domain u. So dear students, why we use substitution method? Actually the problem is that sometimes it is very difficult to take the integration of two functions when two functions are in multiplied form, or when two functions are in divide form. So in case of multiplications and division, when two functions are in divide form, when two functions are in multiplied form, then in this case the integration is very complicated. So actually when we transform the given function in given domain to a new domain, this is actually called the transformation. So when we transform the function from one domain to a new domain, then the new domain in the new domain we obtain a new function, and the integration of the new function will be easy. So the credit goes to the substitution method. Now dear students, the integration of u power 4, using the definition of integration, u power 4 integration mean adding 1 with the power and add 1 with the power in the denominator, like you see over here. Now we obtain u power 5 divide by 5 plus c. Now replacing this u by x cube minus 5x plus 7, and this result we obtain x cube minus 5x plus 7 whole power 5 divided by 5 plus c. Now another problem, like you see over here, integration of dx divided by 9x plus 7. Now dear students, which part will we suppose? Actually we have 1 over 9x plus 7 integration with respect to x. So one part in the denominator we obtain 1, and the denominator we obtain 9x plus 7. So which part will be supposed for the new domain u? So if we suppose 9x plus 7, we can easily obtain dx in new operator du, like you see over here. If we suppose u is equal to 9x plus 7, so in place of 9x plus 7 we will put the u, but dx is still present. So after supposition, this is actually the first step. In the second step, actually we want to convert the other part of the problem in the new domain u. So dx will be replaced by du. That's why we differentiate this u supposition. To replace dx in term of du, we differentiate this supposition. This is the second step. In the third step, at the end when we obtain the solution of the problem, the solution will be in term of u. So in the solution, replace u by the supposition in the start. Actually, we already suppose this u is equal to some part of the given functions. So this u replace by that supposition. So this is the these are the three more important steps for evaluating an integral by using the substitution method. So in this problem, dear student, you see over here, we suppose 9x plus 7 is equal to u. Now try to convert dx in the new operator du. So for this purpose, differentiate this supposition with respect to x. So du by dx is equal to derivative of 9x with respect to x and the derivative of 7 with respect to x. The derivative of x is 1 with respect to x, so we obtain 9, and the derivative of 7 is 0. So du by dx is equal to 9. Now actually we want to convert this dx into term of du. So by cross multiplications we obtain du is equal to 9 into dx. So 1 over 9 du is equal to dx. Because in the given problem, now we have just one term, which is dx. 9x plus 7 actually equal to u, but the remaining one term is dx. So dx also convert in term of u. So this dx is equal to 1 over 9 du. Now by using this substitution, u for 9x plus 7 and 1 over 9 du for dx in the given indefinite integral. So we obtain integration of 1 over u multiplied 1 over 9 du. This u is actually used for 9x plus 7. So 1 over 9x plus 7 is equal to 1 over 9, 1 over u multiplied, and dx is equal to 1 over 9 du. Now this is actually the integration of the function 1 over u with respect to u. So dear students, we have a rule for an integration. Dear students, when you obtain a function in the form of quotient, suppose one function is divided by another function. So in this case, we can use a rule. If the derivative of the denominator is present in the numerator. So like you see over here, the derivative of u with respect to u is 1. So the derivative of the denominator is present in the numerator. So in this case, taking the natural log of this denominator, we will obtain the result of the integration. So in this problem, you see over here, the derivative of u is equal to 1. The derivative of u with respect to u is equal to 1. So integration of 1 over u with respect to u is equal to log of u. That's why we use this rule. Actually, the derivative of log u is equal to 1 over u. The derivative of log u with respect to u is equal to 1 over u. So the integration of log 1 over u with respect to u is equal to log of u. So dear students, note that the derivative of log x with respect to x is equal to 1 over x. So the integration of 1 over x with respect to x is equal to log of x. Plus c is the constant of integration. Now replace this u by 9x plus 7. In the obtained result, we get 1 over 9 into natural log of 9x plus 7 plus c. Now another problem, dear student, you see over here, x into e power 5x square plus 1 with respect to x. So actually there are now two parts of the function. So two functions are in multiplied form. One is the algebraic function and other is the exponential function. So algebraic function is multiplied with the exponential function. So now which part will we suppose for the new domain u? So if we suppose x is equal to u, we cannot obtain other parts in term of u. So if we suppose 5x square plus 1 is a u function, so we'll obtain the other part. So the other parts are like you see x and dx. So after taking the derivative, if we suppose 5x square plus 1 is equal to u, then after taking derivative with respect to x, we will obtain x into dx as a term of u. So we can suppose 5x square plus 1 is equal to u. Now taking derivative with respect to x, du by dx is equal to, by using the power rule, multiply the power with the coefficients, and the derivative of this one will be 0. So like you see over here, du by dx is equal to 10x, the derivative of 1 is 0. Now by cross multiplication we obtain 1 over 10 du is equal to x into dx. So dear student, you see over here this part is actually now equal to the 1 over 10 du, which is converted into new domain u. Now we suppose, now supposition u for x square plus 5x square plus 1 in 1 over 10 du for x dx, we obtain a new function in term of u. So integration of e power u 1 over 10 du. Now 1 over 10 is the constant term, so uh, take it out in the operator integration. So this implies that 1 over 10 into e power u du. So the integration of exponential function is like you see over here. So because we know that the derivative of the exponential function is e power x with respect to x is equal to e power x. So integration of e power x with respect to x also a we can write integration of exponential function with respect to its domain is as it is, and further derivative of the argument. But here we obtain in the argument we obtain u, so the derivative of u with respect to u is again 1. So actually we put the obtained result for the when we get any terms from the further derivative of the argument, we divide that result in the denominator. But here the further derivative of the argument is 1 with respect to u, so we can write e power u divided by 1 plus c. So the integration of exponential function with respect to its domain is it is, and further derivative of the argument is here 1. So we don't need to put 1 because e power u divided by 1 is equal to e power u again. Now this implies that 1 over 10 e power u plus c, and now replacing u by 5x square plus 1, we obtain the result in term of domain x is equal to 1 over 10 e power 5x square plus 1 plus c. Now another problem, integration of 12 into y power 4 plus 4y square plus 1 whole square into y cube plus 2y into dy by using the substitution method. So dear students, I hope you will understand that when we use the integration by substitution, then in the substitution method we will obtain some two parts or three parts are in multiplied form or in divide form. No, actually in this problem, so you will learn that which part will be supposed for a new domain u. So I hope you will understand that if in this problem if we suppose 12 is a u function, we cannot get the operator dy as a u function. So if we suppose y cube plus 2 y cube plus 2y is a new function u, we cannot obtain the other parts in term of u. So if we suppose this part y power 4 plus 4y square plus 1 is a u function, then we will get the other parts in term of u easily, like you see over here. Suppose y power 4 plus 4y square plus 1 is equal to u. Now to take the derivative, for which purpose we differentiate this supposition, I have already told you that no, we are going to convert this dy into the operator du. So for this purpose we differentiate this supposition. So no, differentiate with respect to y, because in the given function the domain is y, the independent variable is y. Now du by dy, by using the power rule, the derivative of y power 4 is equal to 4y cube, and the derivative of y square will equal to 2y. So 2 multiplied 4 is equal to 8, and the derivative of 1 is equal to 0. Now taking common 4 from this term, we obtain du by dy is equal to 4 into y cube plus 2y. So after using the cross multiplication, we obtain 1 over 4 du is equal to u cube plus 2y into dy. So these two part are the remaining part of the given function. So now these remaining part converted to the domain u, and dy converted to du also. So Now supposition u for y power 4 plus 4y square plus 1 and 1 over 4 du for the y cube plus 2y into dy in the given integral, we obtained integration of 12 into u square into 1 over 4 du. So 4 3 the 12, we obtain 3 into integration of u square with respect to u. Now by using the basic definition of integration, that add 1 with the power and add 1 with the denominator, we obtain 3 into u power 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1 plus constant of integration, and this implies that 3 and 3 cancel, so we obtain u cube plus c. Now replacing u by y power 4 plus 4y square plus 1, we obtain y power 4 plus 4y square plus 1 whole cube plus c. Now another problem, integration of 9r square divided by 1 minus r cube square root of 1 minus r cube with respect to r by using the supposition method. Now dear student, note that two functions are in divide form. 9r square is divided by square root of 1 minus r cube. Now in this case we can use the substitution method. Because if we suppose 1 minus r cube for a new domain u, then after taking the differentiation with respect to r, we will obtain the remaining part of the function. The remaining part are, you see over here, 9r square and dr. So these remaining part are in term of r. So after taking differentiating, we can obtain these remaining part in term of u. So that's why we suppose 1 minus r cube is equal to u. If we suppose 9r square is equal to u, we cannot obtain the other remaining part 1 minus r cube in term of u. So this point is very important. First of all, check which part should be supposed for the new domain u. Suppose that part, it is a u function that after differentiating with respect to the given domain, we will obtain the remaining part of the function in term of u. So this point is very important. Now 1 minus r cube is equal to u. So taking differentiating with respect to r, du by dr is equal to the derivative of 1 with respect to r is equal to 0. And the derivative of r cube with respect to r by using the power rule, multiply the power with the coefficient and subtract 1 from the power, we obtain minus 3r square. And now after simplification and cross multiplication, we obtain minus 1 over 3 into du is equal to r square into dr. Now the remaining part of the function, like you see over here, actually 9 is the constant term, but now r square into dr are functional term. So 9 r square into dr is converted to minus 1 over 3 into du, and it's mean that the domain r converted to the domain u. So the remaining part of the function which are in r is converted to the new terms which is contain u. Now substitute u for 1 minus r cube and minus 1 over 3 du for r square dr in the given problem. Like you see over here, we put 1 over square root of u, and at r square into dr replaced by minus 1 over 3 into du, like you see over here. Integration of 9 divided by square root of u into minus 1 over 3 into du. So 3 3 the 9, we obtain minus 3 into integration of u power minus 1 over 2 with respect to u. So now by using the definition of integration, add 1 with the power and add 1 with the power in the denominator, so we obtain minus 3 into u power minus 1 over 2 plus 1. After taking LCM, multiply this 2 with 1, so minus 1 plus 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 over 2, and in the denominator we also obtain 1 over 2 plus constant of integration, which is c. Now we obtain minus 6 into u power 1 over 2 plus c, and this implies that minus 6 into square root of u plus c. Now replace this u by 1 minus r cube. In this result, we obtain minus 6 into square root of 1 minus r cube plus c. This is the required result. Now another problem, integration of x power 1 over 3 into sine x power 4 by 3 minus 1 into dx. So dear student, in this problem we obtained two parts of the function. Two functions are multiplied from x power 1 over 3 multiplied sine x power 4 by 3 minus 1. So if we suppose x power 1 over 3 x power 1 over 3 is equal to u, then after derivative with respect to x we cannot get these terms in term of u. So if we suppose x power 4 by 3 minus 1 as a new function u, then after taking derivative with respect to x, we will obtain these other remaining parts in term of u, and dx will be converted into du. So you see over here, suppose we suppose x power 4 by 3 minus 1 is equal to u. Now taking the derivative to convert this dx operator into du and other parts of the function which is already in domain x, in these other parts of the function should be converted to n term of u. So that's why we differentiate this position. So du by dx is equal to the derivative of x power 4 by 3 by using the power rule, multiplied the power with the coefficient and subtract 1 from the power, we obtain 4 by 3 into x power 4 by 3 minus 1. Now this implies that by using the cross multiplication, 3 by 4 into du is equal to, after taking LCM of 4 by 3 minus 1, we obtain x power 1 over 3 into dx. So the other parts of the function in term of x converted to new terms in term of u. So x power 1 over 3 into dx is equal to 3 by 4 du. So we suppose u for x power 4 by 3 minus 1 and 3 by 4 du for the x power 3 into dx in the given integral. So we obtain integration of sine u into 3 by 4 du, and this implies that 3 by 4 integration of sine u with respect to u. So the integration of sine u with respect to u is minus cos u, because the derivative of cos is minus sine. The derivative of cos theta is equal to minus sine theta, so the integration of sine theta is equal to minus cos theta with respect to its domain theta. Plus c is the constant of integration. Now replace u by the supposition x power 4 by 3 minus 1, and this result we obtain 3 minus 3 by 4 into cos x 4 by 3 minus 1 plus constant of integration. Now another problem, to integrate cos under root theta divided by under root theta into sine square under root theta with respect to theta. So in this problem, dear student, you see over here, this problem can be written as 1 over sine square root of theta multiplied cos square root of theta divided by square root of theta into d theta. So in this problem, if we suppose sine square root theta, after differentiating we will obtain the other parts in term of u. So uh, after differentiating with respect to theta, we obtain du by d theta, which is equal to the derivative of sine theta with respect to theta is cos theta, and further derivative of the argument with respect to theta, the argument is equal to sine theta power 1 over 2. Theta square root of theta mean theta power 1 over 2. Now using power rule for this differentiation, multiplied the power with the coefficient and subtract 1 from the power, we'll obtain du by d theta is equal to 1 over 2 theta power minus 1 over 2 cos square root of theta. Now by cross multiplications we obtain d 2 into du is equal to cos square root of theta divided by square root of theta into d theta. Now substitute u for sine square root of theta and 2 into du for cos square root of theta divided by square root of theta into d theta in the given integral. We obtain square integration of 1 over u square into 2 into du. So dear students, note that before using this supposition, the given integral is look like a very complicated form. So the given integration is very complicated, but after using this supposition, now you see over here, this integral is very simple. We can use the basic definition of in the integration, that the integration of u power minus 2 with respect to u, adding 1 with the power, and adding 1 with the power in the denominator. So now you see over here integration become very easy. So this implies that 2 into u power minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus c, and this implies that minus 2 divided by u plus c. So putting the u supposition, u is equal to sine square root of theta. In this result we obtain minus 2 divided by sine square root of theta plus c. Now another problem, this is actually the definite integral, integration of minus 1 to 1 t cube into 1 plus t power 4 whole cube with respect to t. So in this problem we suppose 1 plus t power 4 is equal to u, and after differentiating with respect to t, we obtained the other parts of the function t cube into dt is equal to 1 over 4 du. So value of upper and lower limit of the integral are changed according to change of variable. If we put t is equal to 1 and u is equal to 2, then t is equal to minus 1, u will be equal to 2. So now substitute u for 1 plus t power 4 and 1 over 4 du for t cube dt, and the given definite integral we obtained, like you see over here, integration from 2 to 2 u power 1 over 3 into 1 over 4 du, and this implies that 1 over 4 into integration of 2 from 2 to 2 u cube with respect to u. So first of all, taking the integration, add 1 with the power and add 1 with the power in the denominator, we obtain 1 over 4 into u power 4 divided by 4 in the limit. Now putting the limit, upper limit minus lower limit. The procedure for putting the limit, dear student, note that first of all putting the upper limit minus putting the lower limit in the obtained result. So after putting the limit, we obtain 1 over 16 into 4 minus 4, which is equal to 0. Now another problem, integration from 0 to 1, 5r divided by 4r square whole square with respect to r. So in this problem we suppose 4 plus r square is equal to u. So after taking differentiating with respect to r, we obtain, like you see over here, du by dr, which is equal to 2r. Now by cross multiplication we obtain 1 over 2 du is equal to r dr. Values of upper and lower limit of the integral are changed according to the change of variable. So if r is equal to 1 and u is equal to 5, r is equal to 0 and u is equal to 4. Now substitute u for r, 4 plus r square, and 1 over 2 du for r dr in the given integral, we obtain 5 integration from 4 to 5 u power minus 2 into 1 over 2 du. Now after taking integration, we obtain minus 5 by 2 into 1 over u and the limit from 4 to 5. So putting upper limit and lower limit, we obtain minus 5 by 2 into 1 over 5 minus 1 over 4, and after simplifications we obtain the result is equal to 1 over 8. Now the last problem you see over here, using the substitution method to evaluate the integral, integration of 2 pi to 3 pi 3 cos square x into sine x with respect to x. In this problem, if we suppose cos x is equal to u, after differentiating we obtain the other parts of the function, like you see over here, sine x into dx in term of minus du. So we obtain sine x dx is equal to minus du. Now u values of upper and lower limit of the integral are changed according to change of variable. So if x is equal to 3 pi, we obtain u is equal to minus 1, and if x is equal to 2 pi, we obtain u is equal to 1. Now substitute u for cos x and minus du for sine x into dx in the given definite integral, we obtain integration 3 into integration from 1 to minus 1 u square into minus du, and now we obtain, like you see over here, integration of u square with respect to u is equal to u cube divided by 3. So these 3 and 3 term cancel. So after putting the upper limit and lower limit in the given in the obtained result of u, now the integration limit of u is from minus 1 to 1. So after putting the limit, we obtain the result is equal to 2. So dear students, note that in the conclusion of this lecture, actually in this lecture you have learned that how we use the substitution method. In case of substitution method, dear students, note that sometimes we obtain two functions in product form. So in the product form, first of all check the product of one function, the derivative of one function. If after taking derivative of cos theta is equal to sin theta, so if we obtain the derivative of this first function without power, uh, we obtain if we take the derivative of the first function without power and we get the result of the other function, like you see over here, if the derivative of cos theta is equal to sin theta, then we can easily add 1 with the power of the first function and add 1 with the power of the first function in the denominator. So this is the other techniques of integration. Suppose we have two functions in divide form. So sometime we have two functions in divide form. So if the derivative of if we take the derivative of the denominator and we obtain the numerator result, then you can easily taking the natural log of the denominator, we can obtain the integration result of the given integral. And sometime we obtain two functions in multiplied form. So first of all, check the derivative of the first function. If we obtain the second function by taking the derivative of the first function without power, then we can easily add the power with the first function, add 1 with the power of the first function, and add 1 with the power of the first function in the denominator. uh, this will be the integration of the given function. So dear students, in this problem you see over here, if we take the derivative of cos theta, the derivative of cos theta is equal to sin theta. So adding 1 with the power of this cos and adding 1 with the power of this cos in the denominator, we obtain the result cos cube divided by cube. And for the limit, dear student, note that first of all putting the upper limit in the obtained result minus putting the lower limit in the obtained result. Now, this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.